Urgent Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here we bring you daily videos with the latest Pittsburgh Steelers updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Steelers Nation! Today, we have some absolutely explosive news that could shake up the entire NFL landscape and, more specifically, your beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. It's one of those moments that fans have been talking about, speculating for weeks, and now, it's finally starting to take shape. So, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you could change the face of the Steelers forever. We're talking about a potential offseason overhaul that has everyone on the edge of their seats. Let's start with the big picture here. The Steelers have been a franchise with a rich history, no doubt about it. They've seen Super Bowl glory, legendary players, and moments etched in NFL history. But in recent years, especially after their playoff run a couple of seasons ago, there's been a sense that the team is at a crossroads. The core of this team has aged, and now, the front office is looking to make some bold moves to get back to the top. And folks, these moves could be seismic. One of the biggest rumors circulating right now involves none other than Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, you heard me right, the four-time NFL MVP. The Packers have been in a bit of a rebuilding phase, and the rumors are swirling that Rodgers might be on the move. The Steelers, with their history of aggressive offseason moves, are seen as a prime destination. Imagine that, Pittsburgh, a city famed for its steel toughness, getting a quarterback of Rodgers' caliber leading their offense. It's a tantalizing prospect for fans who crave that elite playmaker under center. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is it really going to happen? Can the Steelers pull this off? Well, let's break it down. First of all, the Steelers have a lot of assets to make such a deal happen. They have a strong defense, led by the unstoppable T.J. Watt, who, by the way, has been the heart and soul of their pass rush. Watt has been a game-changer, a true defensive force, and his contract situation is a hot topic right now. The franchise is reportedly considering a long-term extension that could rewrite the record books, as some analysts have put it. Now, if Watt stays in Pittsburgh long-term, that's a massive boost to their defense. Having a player of his caliber, anchoring the line, creates opportunities not just for himself but for the entire defense to excel. But the possibility of Watt signing a blockbuster extension isn't just about loyalty or money, it's about the team's future. Steelers fans know that defense wins championships, and Watt is arguably the best at what he does in the NFL right now. Securing his future would send a clear message: the Steelers are serious about competing at the highest level again. And speaking of competition, let's talk about what Rodgers could bring to the Steelers. This isn't just about adding a talented quarterback, it's about transforming the entire offense. Rodgers, with his incredible arm talent, football IQ, and experience, could elevate the Steelers' offense to new heights. Think about it, Pittsburgh has weapons like George Pickens, a rising star at wide receiver, and Najee Harris, a solid running back who's still developing. With Rodgers spreading the ball around, the offense could become one of the league's most feared units. But it's not just about the players. It's also about the culture. Pittsburgh has always been a city that values resilience, grit, and toughness, values that Rodgers embodies in his own way. His leadership, combined with Watt's relentless pursuit of quarterbacks and the solid coaching staff, could create a synergy that the Steelers haven't seen in years. The team's fan base is hungry for success, for that feeling of playoff dominance, and even a Super Bowl run. And with Rodgers at the helm, that dream suddenly feels a lot more tangible. However, it's important to remember that nothing is guaranteed. The NFL offseason is a complex chess game involving negotiations, salary cap considerations, and strategic planning. The Steelers will need to navigate these waters carefully. Acquiring Rodgers would mean making sacrifices elsewhere, perhaps in draft picks or other roster spots. They'll have to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term stability. And let's not forget that the Steelers' front office has shown a knack for smart moves in the past. Remember the trade for Minkah Fitzpatrick? Or how they built a dominant defense around what? This franchise has a history of making shrewd decisions, even when the odds seem stacked against them. So, while the road to bringing Rodgers to Pittsburgh might be complicated, don't count out the Steelers to find a way to make it work. Now, I want to talk a little about the potential impact of such a move. If Rodgers does arrive in Pittsburgh, the ripple effect will be felt across the entire league. Suddenly, the Steelers become a top contender again, a team that other defenses will fear. Their offensive line has been improving, and with Rodgers' quick release and football mind, he can elevate the play of everyone around him. Plus, with Watt and the defense providing a stable backbone, the team could develop into a balanced powerhouse. And for the fans, this would be a dream come true. Imagine the energy at Acrisure Stadium, the chants, the roar of the crowd, knowing that your team has one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history leading the charge. The Steelers' identity has always been rooted in resilience and toughness, adding Rodgers and what could reignite that spirit and push the team back into serious Super Bowl contention. But let's keep it real. It's not just about signing big names. The Steelers need to build a team that can sustain success over multiple seasons. That means smart drafts, solid free agent signings, and a coaching staff that can maximize their talents. It's about creating a roster that not only competes now but also has a foundation for the future. With the NFL salary cap and the intricacies of roster management, the Steelers' front office will be working around the clock to strike that delicate balance. And if you're a Steelers fan, you've got to be excited about the possibilities. This offseason could be one of the most transformative in franchise history. The combination of a potential superstar quarterback and a defensive stalwart like Watt is enough to get any fan's heart racing. Imagine a Steelers team that combines offensive firepower with relentless defense. What could be better? It's a recipe for success, and the NFL's landscape might never be the same if these moves come to fruition. Now, as we look ahead, there are still many questions. Will the Packers really trade Rodgers? If so, what will the deal look like? Will the Steelers be able to fit him under the cap? And how will the team's chemistry adjust with such significant changes? These are questions that only time will answer. But one thing is certain, the Steelers are positioning themselves for a potential renaissance, and the fan base is more eager than ever to see what the future holds. The excitement doesn't stop there. Beyond Rodgers and Watt, there are other pieces in play, young draft picks, promising prospects, and perhaps even some surprises in free agency. Mike Tomlin's coaching has always been a key factor, and his ability to adapt and maximize talent will be crucial in this new era. The Steelers' front office has a history of making bold moves, and this offseason might be their boldest yet. They're looking to reclaim their spot at the top, and everything points to a series of strategic moves that could make that happen. So, to all the Steelers fans out there, keep your eyes on the news. The offseason is just beginning, and the story of this team is about to be rewritten. Whether it's Rodgers in black and gold, Watt extending his legacy, or both happening together, one thing's for sure, the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the brink of something big. The next chapter in their storied history might just be their most exciting yet, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Rodgers will end up in Pittsburgh? How do you feel about Watt's contract negotiations? What are your predictions for the upcoming season? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, this team is built by its fans, and your passion fuels their drive. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, insider reports, and analysis on everything Steelers. We're in this together, through the highs and lows, through the off-season rumors and the game days. So, stay tuned, keep that Steelers pride alive, and let's get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable journey. The Steelers are gearing up for a new era, and I, for one, am thrilled to be part of this ride with all of you. Until next time, keep the faith, stay loud, and let's make this offseason one to remember.